आपके पास का डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ हेल्थ एंड सोशल सिक्योरिटी का दफ्तर आपकी मदद कर सकता है। गीत संगीत हमारे कल्चर का एक ऐसा हिस्सा है जो रंग और नस्ल की हदों से बहुत ऊंचा है। जब हम ईस्टर्न और वेस्टर्न म्यूज़िक के मिलाप के बारे में सोचते हैं तो बॉम्बे की फिल्मी दुनिया का मॉडर्न पॉप गाना ध्यान में आता है, जिन पर यहाँ के मॉडर्न पॉप का बहुत ज़्यादा असर है, चाहे वो रॉक एंड रोल, ट्विस्ट या फिर डिस्को क्यों ना हो। दूसरी ओर सिर्फ वेस्टर्न क्लासिकल मौसीकी में रविशंकर के काम के बारे में और बीटल्स के चंद गानों पर रविशंकर के संगीत के असर के बारे में सभी जानते हैं। पूरब और पश्चिम की मौसीकी के मिलाप से हिंदी डिस्को और इंडी पॉप तो अभी नए हैं, लेकिन शायद बहुत कम लोग ये जानते हैं कि मगरिबी और मशरक़ी मौसीकी के बंधन की एक कड़ी बहुत ही पुरानी है, और वो कड़ी है स्पेनिश फ्लेमिंगो मौसीकी की और अपनी क्लासिकल मौसीकी की। पुएंतो मैजिको के एक ग्रुप इस कड़ी को बनाया हुआ है।
Osito, that's a very unusual form of music. Why have you decided to combine Indian classical and flamenco?
Well, John here and Sue play Indian music and I play flamenco. And years ago, about 10 years ago, John and I were sitting talking about music, and we found that there were points of contact and we could actually play together. We thought it would be nice to develop that music and to find out why the two musics can work together.
Does the language of the two art forms influence this at all?
Yes, to an extent, inasmuch as most of the people who perform flamenco in Spain are gypsies, and in the Spanish gypsy tongue, caló, there are similarities with Sanskrit words. For instance, pani, meaning water, or varan, meaning high up or airy, or even camelo, camela, to love, from karma. There are many.
Why did you get interested in this yourself?
Well, I've always loved flamenco guitar and flamenco generally, and also since I was very little I've been admiring Indian music, and finding John was playing it, I thought, I'd like to get into this somehow.
I was very fascinated to find out that Susan only joined you, what, 2 weeks ago, and yet you sound as if you've been playing together for a long time.
Well, I think this is due to the discipline of the music. I mean, both John and Susan spent a long time studying in India, and North Indian classical music has a very formal backbone and tradition of rules. In the same way, flamenco has its own rules and backbone, and I think it is partly that which enables us to work together.
What kind of future do you hope for your music?
Well, we'd like to go on developing it and playing it for people to enjoy, because right at present we have been on a small tour and we've had some very lovely receptions from all sorts of different types of audience. That is what I like, the way it doesn't seem to appeal to any one particular community. I found even people in the Spanish community listen to the mixed music and enjoy it and say, oh, I especially like the one which came from Cadiz. Well, we're making something different, but yet still a Spaniard recognizes it as coming from Cadiz, or an Asian would recognize it, oh, that's Bairavi.
So you're hoping to combine the two forms to attract two sets of communities?
Well, we hope more than two, because we find that ordinary English people in the street quite like listening to it too.
Okay, and what are you going to play for us now?
Well, we're going to continue with some Soliari mixed with Rag Jon Perkins.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you, Anita.
Anita Bhalla और Puente Magico.